And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum. That is Kyle. Kyle, how are we doing today?
Look out my Wagwan from the banner. Fuck you.
Mate,
would have been funny.
If you're going to cry about it, are you drinking?
Cherry head.
Shit. Listen, don't cry about it.
I'm crying about it.
All right. Fair enough. You had a good day?
I was at work.
So
you have a good day?
You've had an amazing day.
How was your day?
Fantastic.
Don't give a shit, mate. Right. No.
Yeah. You know, I'm just thinking we might have to stop swearing in our videos at some point, but right now we fucking ain't. So anyway, let's go to our first topic.
Nah, fuck that.
Nova.
All right, I know why. Yeah. Anyways, I'm turning this down. I'm going blind.
You going Matt Murdock?
I am.
Oh, in our friend circle, we call it going Denovan. Nova.
So, what are you saying?
I'm saying Nova.
Oh yeah, what about him?
Marvel are looking for their Nova now. They've put out a casting. This is coming from Daniel RPK. They are looking for someone, a male in the 20s. So this tells us a couple of things. I think this is Richard Rider they're going for, because if they're going for Sam Alexander, they'd want someone, I think, like 18 to 20, not 20 upwards. So I think they're going for Richard Rider with this one. But yeah, Nova Project looks like it's starting to get some movement now. I think we're probably going to get a casting probably around Comic-Con. They'll probably announce it on stage or something. I think it's going to be an unknown actor as well. And I think it's going to be a Disney Plus show. From what's going round, rumour-wise. What do you know, if anything, about Nova?
I don't know.
So have you got any questions?
That's just funny in my head for some reason saying it. I meant that as in like I genuinely don't know.
Oh, we're in for Fuck It Friday.
Fuck it. I don't know. No, do you know what? I think I'll probably go in blind with this character because, you know, he's one of the few that I don't know much about. You know, I don't really know anything about his character or the mantle of Nova, so it'll be interesting to see him on. I mean, well, saying that, I mean, Captain Marvel. I kind of knew Captain Marvel before the films. Yeah, I kind of want to just go into this a bit blind, if I'm honest, but, you know, he looks cool, I guess. That's all I can really say. But you lost me at Disney Plus show. I
don't know a right lot about Nova. Best way I can sum it up to you, maybe some big Marvel comic fans are going to slate me for this, is Space Spider-Man. They wanted like a cosmic Spider-Man-esque character.
Yeah.
Ish. But they're looking for someone in the 20s.
Didn't they make a cosmic Spider-Man, though?
Well, yeah. But he does the thing where he shoots the webs out his penis, and they couldn't do that for a film.
Ah.
Yeah.
Disney Plus with the R rating.
Yeah, just slinging webs out his cock.
It's already gone off the rails, mate.
But it's alright because Nova shoots Nova beams out of his cock. But you can't see it when it's all lit up, so...
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, so it's like blurring it in a way.
You know awful lot about this character.
Yeah.
What site have you gone for your information, Colin? I want to know.
I can't tell you. That's where we get all the insider scoops from. I feel sorry for someone who's clicked on this.
Send me the link.
I feel so sorry for someone who's clicked on this.
You got a link.
And they're going, oh, cool. I like Nova.
Yeah.
Spider-Man shoots webs out his cock. We're sorry. We're sorry. This just ain't that type of show, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
We're...
We have a bit of fun. It's Friday.
Anyone you think the could cast as Nova, though?
What, based on looks?
Yeah. Early 20s as well.
Yeah. Ooh. What's that actor now? Hang on. Just you keep talking. I'm gonna find this actor.
I've got
completely
one.
forgotten his name.
I'm getting this actor's name as well, actually.
We talk about movies. We just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that's who I think.
Who?
That's
who I think.
Yeah, he's right age as well. He's in his 20s.
Right. Okay.
We got House of Dragon coming up. Aemon Targaryen himself, Ewan Mitchell, the one who plays the one with the eye patch.
Oh, the eye patch one.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people slating him for him looking like one of the characters from How to Train Your Dragon. I think he was cool. I thought he was a cool character. I just think
Aemon's badass.
Yeah. For mine,
if you fucking say Wesley Snipes, mate. If you say Wesley Snipes, you know it's not in your best interest, don't you? Go on. Say what you're gonna say if you're brave enough. Go on, say it.
Well, at first I was thinking Ian McShane, but then I don't know. Lawrence Fishburne is pretty good.
You fucking.
Wow. How many is that now?
Mate. Let's just move on. just if we're moving on. Ian McShane.
You know, Lawrence Fishburne is pretty cool as well.
Winston from John Wick.
I literally typed in John Wick to find his name.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologise, but there seems to be a trend on Fuck It Friday. And we just kind of go off the rails a bit, have a bit more fun. But let's get on to our next topic. Shogun. Did you finish Shogun? I know you started it.
I've got 2 episodes left. I just haven't got around to managing to watch it because I've just really not had the time. I really like it. I think it. I don't think the show has problems. I think it's me just struggling to keep up with everything that's kind of going on because obviously the subtitles thing. That's not really like a bad, like, it's not really the thing that's kind of throwing me off.
Well, I can't even read and I love the show.
Yeah, that's like saying, you know, I can't see, but I love watching movies. No, so I'm really enjoying it. You know, I want to finish the last 2 episodes. You know, from what I gathered, it didn't seem like a show that could have more than 1 season.
It was a 1-season show. They have finished the book.
Yeah.
That this is based off. They have done everything that happened in the original show as well from the 80s.
Yeah.
So they've kind of got a bit of creative liberty now. They can go in whichever direction they want, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, because you look at Game of Thrones, and again, like, they had a lot of creative liberty to do so much stuff for the characters, and they did. You know, Battle of the Bastards is a great example of that. I didn't even know that wasn't in the books, but that is great.
No, in the books, sorry, Game of Thrones spoilers. I think one of the last things that happens in the books is Jon dies.
Yeah.
Now, is George R. R. Martin going to bring him back? Is he not? It seems set up like it's there. The Red Woman's there as well in the books. I haven't read the books. I've just heard because I said earlier I cannot read.
Yeah, but yeah, no. So if people are worried about this having sort of that without the source material kind of thing, sometimes the source material doesn't help or enhance the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. I don't want to spoil anything because you haven't finished it. With these next 2 seasons now, because with not 1 but 2 seasons it's been renewed for. This kind of can make it into the show that people wanted it to be. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But this is great news. I think we kind of knew this was going to come anyway, because obviously Haruki Sanada, he signed on for a season. They were changing all the the award ballots for it. It was going in for limited series, now it's going in for drama series. So we kind of knew this was going to happen, but the fact that we're not getting another season, it's been renewed for 2.
I'll say this, with what I've seen so far, it's definitely a show you have to I feel like you kind of have to spend a whole day watching it.
I usually, look at me, I like to eat when I'm watching things. I like to get in from work, have me tea and watch something. When I were watching this, I'd have me tea first, I'd fucking put my phone at the other side of the room, and I would just watch. And for hours, I would try and figure out what the subtitles are saying.
Yeah, no, I think visually the show is beautiful. Obviously, the acting is phenomenal. The story is... I'm finding it hard to keep up, but that's not like a fault of the show, I don't think, really. I just think it's definitely a show I think I'll go back and watch. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go back and watch and probably appreciate a lot more. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I think it is a pretty damn good show.
Yeah, this was our shit at work for fucking 10 weeks. We was all, every Wednesday we were getting in like, you watched Shogun last night? You watched Shogun last night? It's like what we was all talking about. And it was crazy that I thought there'd only be me and someone else at work who would be interested in it, but there's a whole lot.
Very mature. Yeah, it's a very mature show. Yeah. Like, not as in because it has violence or all. It's like, this kind of deals with a lot of things. It's, as far as I'm aware, it is loosely based on history. So
loosely,
there's a lot. Yeah,
about as loose as you want.
But yeah, Shogun getting a 2nd season, I'm up for it. 3rd season, I'm up for it. I'm excited to see what they do.
Now, Sanada's only signed on for another season, not 2. So, but I know he's producing and everything, so he will probably get a nice pay bump when it comes to that 3rd season. To be honest, they're all probably getting a nice pay bump now because it's probably all negotiated for 1 season of the show. So, Cosmo Jarvis, the guy who plays Blackthorn, he'll be getting a nice pay rise.
Did this do well, viewership?
Yeah. I love my voice. What is? Yeah, of course it did. It's I think it was in its second week is usually where you look at the ratings, and it's like that's usually the amount of people that are going to stay and watch your show your 2nd week after your premiere, after everyone's checked it out the 1st week. I'm pretty sure it doubled in viewership for its next week, and it just kept rising every week, if I remember correctly.
Right.
So yeah, no, this did well viewership wise. So it makes sense to keep going. But anyway, speaking of keeping going, let's keep going to our next topic.
Oh.
Duh. Deadpool and
Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, that is what he said. Deadpool and Wolverine. We've got the runtime. 2 hours and 7 minutes. Now that might seem short. I don't think a length makes a film or breaks a film. It depends when you see the film. Then it's like, that film with the perfect length. That film could have been 10 minutes shorter. that film could have been 10 minutes longer. 2 hours and 7 minutes still makes this the longest Deadpool film. So Kyle's going to talk to you for a bit while I find out the lengths of the other two Deadpool films. I was going to do this before, but I completely forgot. So what do you think of this being 2 hours and 7 minutes?
It's I think, to be honest, it kind of surprised me. I thought it'd maybe be a little bit longer. I was looking at the 2 hour 20 minute mark.
2 minute 20. That would have been a short ass film, mate.
2 hour 20 mark.
Yeah.
Because obviously, with what's going on, you know, there's a lot of ground to cover with this film. Not only with Deadpool joining the MCU, but Wolverine here as well, and explaining that variant and that side of his story.
Yeah.
You know, just loads of things they need to sort of get with. But it's impressive that they've managed to do it. I mean, it could mean that the pacing is just right.
Yeah,
you know?
Super fast.
I don't think it'll be as fast. I don't think it'll be super fast. I think it'll be a nice steady.
Yeah, well, do you know what this says to me? You know, everyone's talking about cameos. What this film says to me is, no, this film is about Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. This is kind of what I'm getting from the runtime. And the runtime for the first Deadpool was an hour 48. And the runtime for Deadpool 2 is bang on 2 hours. So
that's weird, though, because I feel like Deadpool 2 is shorter. But again, it's the thing of pacing, isn't it? It's the way they pace the films.
Yeah, no, because Deadpool 2 is very smash and grab. It's like you go from one extreme to the next very quickly in that film. You know, they're in the prison, he's forming X-Force, then he's teaming up with Cable, then he's fighting the Juggernaut. It's all but
it doesn't take away from the film. I still have a soft spot for the first film just because of what it achieved.
Do you like 2 more than 1?
The first one, sorry.
Right. You like the first one more than the second one?
No, I think I like it a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
With me, I think I've said this ever since I walked out of Deadpool 2 with you, is it wasn't better than the first one, but it wasn't worse either. I think they're completely on a level with each other.
I agree to some extent. I think, again, with me, it's just the whole... The more in-depth story where it kind of in the second one they take a comic book spin on it. You know, it's kind of the best comparison I can make is it's not a film, it's a game series, the Spider-Man Marvel Insomniacs, you know, on the PlayStation. The first one, it's got its comic book elements, but then the second one just fucking balls to the wall with comic book stuff. And, you know, unlike the games, I think it did the comic book stuff pretty damn well in the Deadpool 2 film. So, it gives me confidence in whatever they want to do. If they want to take this full comic book, if they want to take it a bit more serious, if they want to do a nice mixture of both, I think they could nail it.
Yeah, I think we always underestimate the emotion of the Deadpool films. But it's always there. It's always an underlying theme of these films that people seem to forget. Because they're fucking hilarious as well at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 2 hours 7 minutes. That's a fine length. If they think that's the right length, I'm completely happy with that. And it also makes me happier because that means we can fit in more screenings of Deadpool and Wolverine. Also, another thing I want to add. Apparently, the tickets go on sale on the 20th of this month. So, that's Monday. I will be looking out on Monday for tickets. I think it was... do you remember the hassle it was getting Spider-Man tickets? I don't think it's going to be that bad.
No.
Because it's R-rated and they can't take kids to go see it, but...
Yeah.
That's when you first started coming with me and a mate from work, because I says to him, he was like, oh no, I usually like to go... You usually like to go, you know, a little bit later with me to see films, on weekend or something. But I was like, if you don't come with us opening night, we probably will not get tickets for the rest of the weekend for Spider-Man. It's like, right, yeah, get me one.
Yeah. I think it's going to be one of those films that we go back and see probably a couple of times in cinema.
Oh, mate, I don't think you understand, Kyle. I'm booking the Friday night. I'm booking Saturday night. I'm booking Sunday night. I'm booking Monday night. Tuesday. Wednesday we'll have a break.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm off all that week, so, you know.
All the time in the world.
All the time in the world.
Nice.
We can do out of the theatre reactions for every time we come out of Deadpool 3.
Fuck's sake.
And I will go back to work and I will still think, God, I wish I were watching Deadpool and Wolverine right now. Or I might not. It might suck ass. Hopefully not. I've actually got a lot of confidence in this film.
Yeah.
But speaking of lack of confidence, Kyle, no, I'm joking, Silk has been cancelled. This is coming in a week where we have just found out that Amazon is going forward with Nicolas Cage in Spider-Man Noir. I did mention this in the story. I was like, I think they might have cancelled Silk. They've cancelled Silk. Apparently it was Silk Spider Society. That's what they were doing. No more Cindy Moon. It was the showrunner for the later seasons of The Walking Dead who were working on this. I believe it's Angela Kang. Not Kang the Conqueror. No relation. Now, what does this say to you? Because this says to me, Sony's gone over to MGM, Prime Video. They've worked this TV deal out and they've kind of got someone above them in Prime going, No, this ain't working. You ain't fucking giving us a Madam Web. We don't want this. Nicola, right, this looks good. We ain't fucking doing this. What does this kind of say to you? Does it, like, maybe Sony's got a bit of someone looking over them now with Amazon in regards to TV? Because they've got quite a high standard when it comes to superhero television.
This is what I'll say is you've got to look at it as for me, of all the Spider-Man variations, like, yeah, it still has Spider in the name, but you still need to have that sort of like trend, so to speak. People need to know who this character kind of is. It's like Spider-Man 2099, like, Zara really knows that character now. So if we get something in the future, whether if it's like a show, movie, game, anything like that, or an appearance in something, it's like, oh, that's Spider-Man 2099. See, Spider-Man Noir has that advantage because
yes.
we've had him in games before. We've had him in, obviously, now the film. He's quite an established, well-known to sort of general movie-going audiences, and just the general knowledge is like, oh, there's a Spider-Man Noir. People know of this character. They don't know directly anything about him, but it's like we know he exists.
Yeah. Oh, that's steampunk Spider-Man.
Whereas, like, Silk, I feel like, it's no fault in the character. The character's probably great.
Yeah.
But, again, it's one of those things where it's like, this character has not been really introduced. It's same with, like, Spider-Gwen. Like, she was great in the comics, apparently. And then, they featured Spider-Gwen into the Spider-Verse films. And now, everybody knows who Spider-Gwen is. And it's like, give us live-action Spider-Gwen kind of thing.
Yeah, give us live-action Spider-Gwen. Do you think any of this, like Silk getting cancelled, do you think, hypothetically, it has anything to do with Madam Web? Do you think Amazon thought general going movie audience will look at female Spider-Man characters and think Madam Web? Do you think it had an effect on it or not?
I'm gonna say. I have to think about this because I don't think so.
No matter what you say, Kyle, we all agree that you hate women.
Shut the fuck up. I don't think so. No, because I think if they decided to do a Spider-Gwen show or movie or anything like that. I think that's very much still possible and on the table. I think probably the show wasn't looking too bright. It wasn't looking too good. You know, you got to think of this as like a show. When it comes to Amazon Prime, you've got. It's not like Disney Plus where it's like, oh, if this show's like kind of mediocre, or if it's kind of shit, we'll still release it.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Where, you know, because it's like their own IP, they can just release it and take the loss on it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Amazon are the ones sort of like backing it, putting it on their platform. It can damage their platform. So I think that's probably, they've looked at it as in like, best example I can say to this is they did a pilot for a Game of Thrones show, didn't they?
Yes.
And HBO said, right, no, we're not doing it. It's not looking good. It's the same with this. It probably just didn't look good, the pilot. Maybe we will get something Silk in the future. Maybe she appears in the Spider-Verse film, the next one. Or maybe she gets a show later on, or she appears in a film, something like that. I think that's probably where... I think that'll help, but I don't think that's the reason why. I don't think Madam Web is...
Yeah.
wholly the reason why.
No, I 100% agree with you. They probably looked at this and it probably just wasn't working. And I like that Sony has this oversight from from Amazon. Because, like you said, it's their brand they need to uphold. Because guess how it's going to get marketed? It's from the studio that brought you Invincible, The Boys. You know, stuff like that. Here's a Spider-Man show. And it might not hold up to it. It sounds like it wouldn't hold up to it. Which is a shame because I find Cindy Moon, from what I know of the character, quite intriguing. You probably know a lot more than me, Kyle. But from what I know of the character, it's like, alright, this is pretty cool. Let's explore this some more. But if it ain't working, if it ain't translating well to screen, Amazon don't want to put it out because it's going to be a waste of fucking money if people aren't going to watch it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a shame, but at the end of the day, we're still getting Spider-Man Noir. We're really excited for that.
Yeah, so it's not like they're cancelling everything Spider-Man related. It's clear they've gone through both of them and gone, that's fucking good. Let's put that out.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I definitely don't think it's because of Madam Web as well, because, you know, you can't base it off of that.
Madam Web trending #1 in the US apparently on Netflix.
Fucking hell. But it's just the thing of, like, you know, with, you know, it's nothing to do with the character being a female version of, you know, variant of Spider-Man. It's nothing to do with that. It's just...
and I wouldn't, you know, saying...
No, of course you wouldn't.
It's you who hates women.
That. I'm saying, you know, because you look at Spider-Gwen, it's a great character. A lot of people know of the character, whereas, you know, Silk, it's a bit more, you know, it's like Spider-Gwen. She would have been sort of like in that niche area of like, oh yeah, she's a great character in the comics, but she's never really been given a chance anywhere else. So I think the best way they can do Silk, the safest way they can do it is fuck off. Is if they introduce the character somewhat slowly, kind of like how they did with Spider-Gwen, kind of like how they did with Spider-Man Noir. You know, same with Spider-Man 2099. Just do that.
Yeah, well, it seems like we're getting her in the next Spider-Man game.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, so...
That'll be interesting. Again, I still think that Spider-Man game was okay at best. Yeah. I don't want to get into that. It upsets me.
Why does it upset you, Kyle? Go on, let it all out.
I was looking forward to this game, and it kind of disappointed. Yeah.
Don't cry.
Yeah. And then you were like, Kyle, don't take this the wrong way, but that game was never going to be good enough for you. I'm like, fuck off.
I stand by that.
No, I think it would have, because the first Spider-Man game, I I was a bit skeptical about it. I was like, oh, is it going to be, it's just going to be fun gameplay and the story's going to be okay, but everything was better than I expected.
Yeah.
And I expected nothing but the same in 2, and we got less.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that will do us for today. Kyle, anything you want to say before we go? No? Nothing? No. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing over the past couple of days, because we've had such a big jump in subscribers. You didn't want to say that?
You can do that.
Well, thank you, everybody, for subscribing over the past couple of days. We've had such a big jump in subscribers.
We're at 169.
171.
Oh.
Oh! Yeah, we
Very
never get to stay on the 69s for long. Last time when we hit 69 was like, God, I don't want to move off this, and then it was gone within like an hour.
I am unsubscribing. Guys, don't subscribe. Don't unsubscribe. Just keep it at that.
One thing I do want to say is we are nearly at the year anniversary of our channel. We are 29 subscribers away from 200. Our first video was, if I can have a look for us right now, which I will, and I will find out when our first video came out. I'm pretty sure it was June 4th. Our first video was June 4th. That's your task. We need to hit 200 subscribers before June 4th. And if we do, Kyle will super glue his bumhole together. You up for it? Yeah, he is.
No. On one condition, I'm joking.
Yeah, it'll stop your uncle from getting up there. Anyway, that'll do us for today, guys. Please make sure you've liked this video. Subscribe to the channel. Kyle?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I got a new light.
Oh, you got a new light. Yeah. Well, we're finishing now, mate.
It looks like someone's pissed on my ceiling.
They have. Right, thanks for watching, subscribe, like, all that good shit, and we will see you guys next week, bringing you all the movie news. We've done pretty well this week. We've done a video every day. So, round of applause to us. And we'll see you next time when we're super gluing Kyle's bum together.